What's up everyone? Welcome to a tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to create a Happy Valentine's Day deflation balloon. Now I got the font Happy Valentine's from a site called freepix.com. Here you could download free pics and you could use it, and you could give the author credit and you'll be able to use it. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys what we're going to be creating. Let's take a look at it. It's going down and it actually deflates. Now let's go ahead and open up Cinema 4D. So right now this is the scene that I actually have. So we're going to start off in another scene from scratch, I guess. So right now let's select heart shape. Now this is the actual scene setup that I have. This is how I started. So here we have a spline. If we take the spline, it's the shape. So what I did was I went to options, configure, and I actually imported a heart image into the image base. And if I click show picture, you'll see it. So once I got the shape that I actually wanted, I threw the spline into an extrude nerve. Then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to extrude this a little bit more than that. Let's try 150. So once you have the shape that you want, I will go ahead and select children, and I'm going to go to current state to an object to make a copy of that object. We'll get making the second object editable. So let's go ahead and hide this one. So we'll go ahead and select this, select children, and we will go ahead and connect objects and delete. So once we have that, we'll go ahead and select the face, select everything, and we will use a rectangular selection tool and we will drag it over, and we'll go right click and we'll choose optimize. Right click, I don't know what kind of computer you're using, it could be left click. Then once we have that, we will actually create a duplication of this, and we'll go to the top one, we'll name it in, and we'll name the second one out. So what we're actually going to do now is press deselect everything because we don't want both selected. So with the out selected, we'll press UL. I have dogs, by the way. We'll select the edge, just the edge of the heart itself, and we'll go right click. Matter of fact, hold on, I forgot to do something. Let's go to our four views, and for the in, I will go ahead and click the in and set the coordinate, go to the coordinates, and for the size, I'll go 0.9, tab 0.9, tab 0.9. That will make it a little smaller than the other one. I'm going to go ahead and actually choose the right view, and I'm going to extrude the end up a little bit, like expand it up a little bit to kind of fit the whole thing, because we're actually looking for the shape of the heart. So let's go ahead and right click on the out, simulation, and we're going to choose cloth. And for the out, make sure we have our edge selected. We're going to choose dresser, and we're going to choose, let's go to the forces tab first and choose 0. Put the gravity to 0. Press enter, then go to the dresser tab, and we're going to choose seam polys. So as you can notice that the seam actually changed. And what we're going to actually do is press Dressomatic. We're going to go ahead and hide the end. As you can see, we have our shape right now. Now with that selected, let's go back to our actual dresser tab, and we're going to change the 3. You see what happened is the 3, the width is actually the width of the edges right here. So we want it a little bit smaller. So we'll go ahead and put it to 3. Then we'll go ahead and hit, make sure this is highlighted. We're going to hit Dressomatic once more. Let's go ahead and hide this. So it's a little bit smaller than before, as you can tell. So with that selected, We're gonna hold control and we're gonna click the points tool, and that will select the points. Matter of fact, I think we're pretty good. We don't need to actually select the points. It looks pretty good so far. Let's deselect everything. Now let's go ahead and save our progress. Hit save. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually add. Let's go ahead and add a balloon texture to this. Like matter of fact, let's go to the tag. My mistake, guys. I'm just gonna try to get you guys up to speed. Let's go to the tag itself and we're gonna choose set initial state. We're gonna go ahead and delete this tag, and there we have it. We have our heart balloon shape. Now what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna want it to deflate, right? So we're gonna go ahead and right click and we're gonna choose simulation and we're gonna choose cloth. Right now our forces tab is at, this is the gravity at negative 981. We want it like a little bit less than that, little bit less than that. So let's try negative. We have negative 4. So if we press the play button, we'll get this. That's pretty fast. So let's go ahead and choose negative 1 for now. A little bit better, right? So what you notice is the negative is down, and if you put it at a positive value, it will actually go up. So if you want to, you could press, let's see what happened, 4. And what would happen is the balloon will go up. But we're trying to deflate the balloon, so we'll choose negative. I'm going to go -1. Now, let's go back into the forces tab. Let's look what we have. So we have the wind direction this way. I'm going to put the wind direction Y to like probably a 3 to give a little bit turbulence. And I will go to the wind X as 1. And the actual strength, I will put it to 1. And the actual 0.2, that's good. That's good. Let's go to the tag. And I would change the size to like 125. I think that give it a little bit more wrinkles. So let's go ahead and see what we have. That actually collapsed it. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and choose 100. And it goes down and it deflates. So what we need to do now is we're going to actually create a floor. So we'll go to this and we'll create a plane. We'll actually bring it down. And we will go to the plane select side and we'll choose, I'm going to make it simple, like 2000 by 2000. Oops, that went to 200. So let's go ahead, and if it seems a little dark, let me go ahead and change it to a little light so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll add a cloth collider to the floor. So the floor now has a cloth collider, so let's see what happens. So we'll play it, and it falls, and it falls, and it falls. So right now we have a little bit of a cropping going on, and the mesh doesn't look that smooth. Let's see how the mesh looks. So we're gonna go to actual shaded but lines, and we'll go ahead and with this selected, we're gonna actually throw it into a subdivision surface. Now I will put the actual plane, the floor, down just a little bit so it could actually have the time to fall and deflate. Let's go ahead and change the views. Let's go ahead and change it back to Garage Shaded. And we're going to add a quick texture to this so we can see the scene. So let's go ahead and press play. So it's going down and it's deflating. And once it hits the floor, you can see it crumbles right up.